want to introduce myself to those of you that don't know who I am. I am known as Jennifer Diaz. However, my Lakota name is Wukik Suyewin, which translates to woman who remembers. And it's such an honor to be here. Like I said, to just be a part of something so powerful when we talk about health and wellness. And so I'm here to tell you all a little bit about my journey, my story, a little bit about before the superfoods came into my life, how the superfoods have changed my life, and talk a little bit about the beautiful economic opportunity for our Native communities through this beautiful mission. So, for me, I've always struggled with weight gain. I was a single mom and I raised three children on my own, working full time. At one point, I was working full time and going to school full time. And I look back and I have no idea how I did that, but I did it. And there was so much stress, right? And um, just so much overwhelmment. And I think I gained weight because I emotionally ate, and because of being stressed out and on the go all the time, I would just reach to what was convenient. And a lot of the convenience came from fast food or a lot of processed foods, right? So being a single mom and raising three children and being on the go, it was really about just providing and surviving, right? And just being able to put food on the table. So I struggled with weight loss or weight gain, and I would try different things over the years. So mind you, this is like 10 years ago, right? Where I'm looking at different like diets and different things like that, and nothing ever stuck. Nothing ever worked for me. And to be quite honest, I don't really think I was 100% committed and really ready to understand the impact of how important my health was, right? I was just like in pilot mode, just trying to survive. So fast forward to where we are now. The Chasing Horse family, which is part of my family, my daughter and the family had told me about this beautiful collaboration and partnering with the Purium Superfood Company, and how we were going to start this mission of bringing health and wellness back to our Native communities. And I love the idea of it. I love the sound of it. I love empowering people to heal themselves. However, I was a little skeptical about the superfoods. Okay. I need to say that because that was my truth. I I don't know. I think for me, I was a little concerned about like how it was going to make me feel, because I don't like anything that makes me feel jittery or makes my heart beat really fast. So I was a little skeptical with those things. However, I just decided one day, you know what, I'm gonna try it. And to be honest with you, the family had given me some superfood. So financially, I wasn't at a place where I was ready to invest in it, but it was given to me for free. And to me, that was a sign, and it was an opportunity. Now I know today that it was an opportunity to really take my health and my wellness seriously, and back into my own hands, empowering myself. So I started the superfoods. For me, because of my being skeptical, I started one product at a time, because in the Chante pack, there's the green spectrum, the biofruit, and the aloe digest. So the three powders. And then there was the pre-meal capsules. So for me, I started one, did it for like a day or two, started another one. And so by the end of the week, I was putting all three of them in a shake and taking my pre-meal capsules, and I felt amazing. So amazing to say the least. Like there's no word to capture the feeling. It's just something you truly have to experience. But these are some things that changed for me. And I want to share with you. I started noticing, and well, for me, I started feeling a difference within 3 days, 2 to 3 days of being on the superfoods. So, just some specific things that changed for me. My energy increased significantly. Okay. I was already going to the gym. I started eating keto about 2 years ago, but this is like that extra oomph that I needed. Right. So it gave me this beautiful natural energy where I was able to get away from caffeine and get away from like, you know, energy drinks and things like that that I would do from time to time to have the energy to go to the gym. So I don't do those things anymore. That's completely out of my life now. I love the superfoods, and they give me amazing energy that sustains throughout the day, and there's no crash. Okay. So that's been beautiful. Also, I've noticed that started noticing, and I still notice that I sleep so much better at night. I wake up rested, and I feel like I have gotten like such a good night's sleep. And I struggled with sleep, you guys. I I I have okay, I don't like to subscribe too much to diagnosis, but I've worked in trauma informed care. I'm a survivor of many traumas in my life. And so sleeping sometimes has, like, the hamster on the wheel. I would struggle with sleeping or have insomnia and wake up throughout the night. That doesn't exist anymore. That's gone. So better sleep, less pain in my body. And what that tells me is that there's less inflammation, right? Because if there's less inflammation, to me, that equals no pain. And I've been pain free since I've been on the superfoods. I used to have chronic pain in my left shoulder, and I have not experienced that for the 3 months. And mind you, I don't know if I said this, but I've been on the superfoods for 3 months. The other thing that I've noticed is that I'm able to think more clearly. Like I can focus better. I can think more clearly. Like I feel like I'm more on point with things. Again, it's hard to put into words other than I can just focus a little bit better. And that's been so helpful in the work that I do, and just just in life. Like being able to focus is always a plus, right? So overall, I really feel like the superfoods have offered the balance. And when I think about balance, I think about like emotional self, our mental self, our spiritual self, our social self, and our physical self. And for me, this was the missing link in my life that I needed to get to a place of alignment and balance where I fully feel like I'm walking in that alignment. So the superfoods have been magical. Okay, magical. I want to scream from the mountaintop. Like everybody should try this. Everybody should know about this and know that this is an opportunity. For me growing up, or for me raising my children as a single mom, I also lived on the reservation, and I understand what it was like to live off of commodities. Okay. We used to count down the days for commod pickup days. And when we would pick up our commods, it was a blessing. We felt blessed. We felt like we would have enough food and we wouldn't have to go hungry. Okay. So I understand what it's like to come from that. And I know at that time in my life, this was not an opportunity. It wasn't an option. It was not an option. Food was a means of survival back then for me and my family. So sorry. Stop. Sorry about that. Um, so now my mission and the big mission of the family, right, is that even though that wasn't an option for me raising my children years ago and for myself, it's an option now. How, and I get to offer it to my grandchildren and the generations to come, and really just educate and build awareness within our Native communities that this healing is here. And I like to say bringing nutrition back to tradition, right? Because these superfoods are about getting back to our our natural foods, our ancient foods from Mother Earth, who's always provided. And so, like you were saying in the introduction, like when we heal ourselves, we heal the future. And I truly believe in that full heartedly. I'm invested 110%. And the mission is so big here. Like we want to eventually be able to get away from commodities altogether and bring these superfoods to our people and our communities, and to all communities. So I'm so blessed to have been given this opportunity. The other piece of it that I wanted to just share on a little bit is the economic opportunity for our Native communities and for our people. So I got on the superfoods, and my intention was for my health. I wasn't really looking at the wealth part of it. And it's been beautiful because it became really nice to see a paycheck every Friday, right? And to see that I can now, my business, or this business is, I'm able to pay for my own superfoods now, and by helping other people. And like, I mean, how much more beautiful does it get than that? So it's amazing. If you know at least two or three people that you think would be interested in this, it would be worth looking into investing into the economical part of it. However, if you're not there yet, that's fine, right? Like, I started with just wanting to feel healthier and be healthy. So yeah, that's my story. I also really don't believe in changing anything. I believe it's in becoming who we were always meant to be and who we were created to be. And so with that, I'm really honored again to be here and to share my testimony. And I hope that someone heard something that maybe resonated with them. So love and light and wellness. Thank you.